Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Legion Talk, episode number 8. Now, what we're going to be taking a look at today is, that's right, Republican reps rally behind Britney Spears. What is going on? That's right, the Republican representatives are rallying behind Britney Spears as they seek a hearing on conservatorship. That's right, free Britney. Free Britney. All right, let's take a look. Here we go. By Christy DeZarilla, invoking Britney Spears and the spirit of the Free Britney movement, which I do support, Free Britney. 2 Republican congressmen are calling on the House Judiciary Committee to hold a hearing on conservatorships. One of them invited the pop star to testify in person, sans representation. In the letter sent Monday to committee chairman Jerry Nadler, Democrat in New York, Representative Jim Jordan, Republican Ohio, and Representative Matt Gaetz, Republican Florida, cited Spears' ongoing battle with the conservatorship she has been under since 2008, which controls her person and her estate in the wake of the public meltdown in 2007. They called the 39-year-old performer the most striking example of the need for conservatorship reform. And I do believe that is actually something that is very important because, as I understand, Stan Lee was under care in the last years of his life, and he was not treated well at all. So his fortune was, unfortunately, the great Stan Lee was treated very poorly. At a status hearing in February, the first one since the Free Britney documentary Framing Britney Spears aired on FX and Hulu, the probate court in LA County decided that the co-conservator Bessemer Trust could control the toxic singer's investments. Rather than father Jamie Spears, Spears' estate is valued at around $58 million. It is no secret that my client does not want her father as co-conservator, the singer's attorney Samuel Ingram III said at the hearing. But we recognize that removal is a separate issue, and the court has declined to remove him. Representatives Jordan and Gaetz comment on Jamie's role in his daughter's life. The facts and circumstances giving rise to this arrangement remain in dispute, but involve questionable motives and legal tactics by her father and now conservator, Jamie Spears. The congressman wrote in their letter, which closed the statement, given the constitutional freedoms at stake and opaqueness of these arrangements, it is incumbent upon our committee to convene a hearing to examine whether Americans are trapped unjustly in conservatorships. Jordan and Gaetz cited statements from the American Civil Liberties Union, in their argument to call a hearing, saying that in recent years there has been growing public concern about the use of conservatorships to effectively deprive individuals of personal freedoms at the behest of others through the manipulation of the courts. Financial exploitation often goes unnoticed, they stated, citing a Department of Justice study. Miss Spears is not alone. There are countless other Americans unjustly stripped of their freedoms by others with little recourse. Gaetz and Jordan wrote, citing the example of a New York man who was forced against his will into a 10-month conservatorship that was later tagged a terrible miscarriage of justice. Jamie's attorney, Vivian Thoring, defended her client in a statement given Tuesday to TMZ. Jamie Spears has diligently and professionally carried out his duties as one of Britney's conservators, and his love for his daughter and dedication to protecting her is clearly apparent to the court. She said, aiding that the singer and her legal team had been part of the decision-making process for years. Last August, Jamie spoke to the New York Post, decrying that the criticism against him and calling the Free Britney movement a joke. Well, it's easy if you control the estate. So, sorry, guy. I'm not really feeling that. But, good job. I have to report every nickel and dime spent to the court every year. Of course you do. But at the same time, It's not hard. Like going, you have to pay all her bills. Sorry, beers. You might have to pay all her beers too. Sorry. Oh, I'm tired and I can't talk. Okay. He said I have to report every nickel and dime spent to the court every year. He said in response to allegations that he was taking money from his daughter. How the haggleman would I steal something? But Spears' boyfriend, Sam Asghari, slammed Jamie via his Instagram story a month ago. It is important for people to understand that I have zero respect for someone trying to control our relationship and constantly throwing obstacles our way, he wrote. In my opinion, James is a total D. Oof, getting rough. I won't be going into details because I've always respected our privacy, but at the same time, I didn't come to this country to not be able to express my opinion and freedom. Britney was the most powerful, popular pop star in the world, and this conservatorship process abused her. Has her where she can't vote, can't get married, can't work fairly, barely. Gets told the TMZ videographer Tuesday in Washington, D.C. that, and if it can happen to Britney Spears, it can happen to anyone. That's rough, guys. That is absolutely rough. Where she can't vote. She can't vote, can't get married, can't work fairly. Like going, what in the Fraggle Rock? I'm sorry, that's too much. Get said he watched Framing Britney Spears and was triggered by what he saw as a violation of due process, among other things. Triggered? I don't think I would really use triggered. It's such a cringe word. Triggered is terrible. Outraged, maybe upset, like on human rights violation, but triggered, it's like a trigger word. Triggered is a triggered word. Anyway, I think that we ought to hear directly from Britney Spears. I think we can call her into the House Judiciary Committee with no lawyers and no conservators, and we could hear directly from her about the abuses in this process, he said. The congressman then directed the Free Britney crew to contact Nadler and demand a congressional hearing. The point of the fact is there, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to happen. Like going Free Britney Spears. Like going the conservatorship has taken a very high road into basically controlling her life. She has been locked up for way too long. And I understand the Free Britney, the Free Britney movement. I really do. I do support that. Like going, a hearing needs to be held because her father should not be controlling how she votes, how she gets married, like on all that kind of stuff. Like on she had a breakdown. Like, we've all had breakdowns. Unfortunately, her was very public. That was 2008. That was 12 years ago. 12. I think maybe after 5-6 years there could have been a reevaluation. She's been working since then. She's been making money since then. She's put out music since then. Come on, guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. That is my statement on this. Free Britney, and I'll talk to you guys again real soon. See ya.